Hello everyone, good evening. I'm taking a video. This is Kristen at Rebirth Fitness at home. For those of you who've had shoulder injuries or issues in the past, I just wanted to create this video for you. Oh, my cat wants to be involved as well. And this video will help with frozen shoulder. It'll help you rehab rotator cuff injuries, any pain, stiffness, tightness, soreness, or even from previous injuries or even current injuries of any kind. If you have limited range of motion, this will help increase your mobility, and you can do it at your own pace, at your own time. A lot of these exercises are taken from studies at Harvard, as well as just my background in exercise physiology for over 15 years and my degree in exercise science and health promotion, as well as my various certified strength and conditioning and health instructor certifications. So to begin, you will need a few props. I have a band here. This band I wrapped around a chair. You can also wrap it around a door handle. If the door is closed, that's necessary for this exercise. You can also grab 2 towels, or you can just use the same one. It's folded lengthwise. It's about 3 feet long, this towel, like a regular bath towel. And you could use that one for the whole thing, or you can also grab a smaller towel and fold it up into a small little square. You don't have to, but if you want to start adding weight, you would use a light can first and then slowly increase your weight to 5 to 10 pounds. So I'll kind of give you examples of that. Those are all the props you would. Okay, so the first exercise is it's called a pendulum stretch. So basically, if you were to come up to the back of a chair, let's say my injured shoulder was my right side. Okay, so I would take my left foot forward and my right foot back in a lunge, and my left hand on the chair. Now, if it's better that I mirror you, let's say my right hand is on the chair, my left leg is forward and right foot back, and you're swinging with your left arm. Okay, so the pendulum swing, you lean forward, your legs are staggered about 2 feet apart, knees slightly bent, hinge forward from the hips, so your back is nice and straight, engage the core, and you're taking circles, maybe about 6 inches to a foot in diameter from the shoulder. You're just hanging down your arm and relaxing the shoulder and just going through about 10 revolutions in one direction clockwise. And then you can do 10 revolutions counterclockwise. And then again, if you feel ready after the warm up, you can grab that can. It's just like a tiny little bit of weight you need. It's not heavy. I wouldn't recommend going above 10 pounds ever. So just start off slow, hold the can, same thing, 10 revolutions one direction and 10 in the opposite. Just get that range of motion increasing as you feel your shoulders start to loosen up. All right. Then the second exercise is the towel stretch. So the towel stretch, you would use your long 3-foot towel. So again, let's say that my right shoulder is the affected shoulder. You're going to grab the towel behind you horizontal. My left arm is behind, and my right hand is going to just grab the towel loosely. So I'm mirroring you. So this is my left foot. If I was your mirror, it would actually be your right. So I'm saying my right arm is affected here. So the back arm is affected. Now you're going to pull up with your left arm, and this affected arm will slightly be stretched. You can hold here for about 10 to 20 seconds and release and do it repeated. You can slowly pull up and pause and do between 10 and 20 repetitions. Just see how you feel. If you're ready to advance the move, take your left hand on top and pull up a little higher. Just see how that feels. So it depends on where you're feeling. Like you'll mostly feel that in the front of your shoulder, the anterior deltoid. So the second exercise is called a finger walk. So I'll show you the depth distance from the side. The finger walk, you want to get about, this is my full arm length away from the wall, you want to get about 3/4 away and start your hand at about waist height. And just like spider fingers, your elbows bent, you're just slowly walking up your hand as high as you can. Now make sure you're not using your shoulders. You're using the fingers only, and just walk up as high as you can. You can do about 10 to 20 repetitions, repeating. You can do it multiple times throughout the day. And then our fourth exercise is actually a stretch. So this is a crossbody shoulder arm stretch. This will get more of your rear deltoid, your posterior shoulder, part of the shoulder, and a little bit of this side. So you would take your arm across your body. If I mirror you, this would be my left arm, and pull it in as you relax the shoulder down. So most people want to lift the shoulder high. Just make sure you drop it down. Another variation to intensify, if you feel ready, is to turn your head over to the left, over that shoulder. If both shoulders are tight, make sure you do both sides. Going to the right, relax the shoulder, pull and ease the arm close to you with the opposite hand, hugging it into your body, lengthen the elbow. You want to intensify it, turn the head over to the right. If not, just keep looking forward. It's fine. You're still going to feel it here. And again, you want to hold that for at least 15 seconds, up to 30 seconds. You can repeat it multiple times a day, 10, 20 times a day when you're just hanging out in the kitchen or sitting at your desk at work. All right, the next stretch here is the armpit stretch. So if you have a chair or a shelf, you can walk up to it and just bring your arm, lay your arm on the shelf, or just bring your arm up to the chair, resting about where you're in front of your elbow and your forearm. And then you're gonna just bend your knees like you're squatting so that your arm will slowly elevate as your body weight is dropping you down. You can walk back if you need to, and notice how my armpit is stretching here. Just getting underneath the shoulder here, lengthening. And again, just you can go back up slow, relieve some of that pressure. And you never want to force any of these exercises. You want to move in slow motion, carefully, slowly, doing your 10 to 20 repetitions. And you're just easing into it. You're allowing that range of motion to happen normally, naturally, and gradually. All right, next we have our outward rotation. Now this is where this small towel comes in. You don't have to use it. You don't even have to use either towel. You don't want to. I'll show you with both ways. You're taking the handle of the band, and you want to have the band approximately at the height of your elbow when your elbow is bent at 90 degrees and your hand is aligned with your elbow. So if I'm perpendicular to the door handle or the chair, so I'm not facing it, I'm sideways to it, and if my left hand is affected, this is actually my right, but I'm mirroring you. So if my left arm is affected, I would be pulling away. And notice how I'm keeping the elbow bent at 90 degrees. as well as close to my side. So this is more of a rotator cuff exercise that you would graduate to if you didn't have pain and you were able to build strength with the other 4 exercises that we just did and stretch. So you're moving slow through the range of motion. Now you can pull across maybe like 2 to 3 inches. It's not a big movement. 2 to 3 inches pull to here, stop, hold for 5 seconds. And then come back, release, and then do, again, 10, maybe you work your way up slow. Do 11 next time, 12 next time, all the way up to 20 repetitions. Again, 2 to 3 inches, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So I'll show you with the towel. What you can do is bring the towel underneath your arm. So what this does is it helps keep your body in alignment. So in other words, if I'm using the correct muscles, my towel will stay against me. But if I start using the wrong muscles and I start pulling out to the side with my elbow lifting away from my body and my shoulder lifting on the side of the deltoid, then it's going to drop the towel. So this is a good way to test yourself, a good indicator that you're doing it correctly. So if you have the towel, I recommend to use it. And then we do the same thing. So now I'm going to switch hands. So now if my right arm is affected, my right shoulder, I'm holding it here, I'm mirroring you. Now I'm pulling it across my body, across the front. Again, you're pulling 2 to 3 inches across. Hold for 5 seconds. 3, 1, release. And again, you can use the towel to make sure that you stay in that alignment. Pull across. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And again, if you're keeping it in tight, you want to have a little bit of space, so the towel helps in creating that space for you and keeping everything in the proper alignment. And so that is our 7 different exercises, and along with a stretch in there that you can do daily to help rehab your shoulder. Now, what I would also recommend is to, before you do these 7 exercises, to warm up by taking a hot bath or a shower, hot, warm, heating up the muscle, warming it for maybe approximately 10 to 15 minutes. If you can't do that and you want to use a hot compress, it's not as effective, but you still can do it. I'll show you a couple more exercises on my next video for the shoulders, but start with these, see how you feel. Try it out for the next 3 weeks. See if you can do it every day, at least once a day. And I guarantee that your shoulder will feel much better. You'll be able to come back to these all these arm balances and shoulder workouts in yoga, chaturangas, 4-limb staff pose. It'll help you get that strength and that range of motion and mobility that you're looking for in your practice. So thank you for joining me tonight. I'll see you soon. Remember to be your best self each and every day and share that best self with the world, perpetuating each and every one of us best selves daily. And that's how we change and shift the world. So namaste.